Britain, home to around half the world's population of grey seals. These magnificent mammals will spend nearly 2/3 of their lives at sea. But first, they have to get there. Born in the middle of winter, in just a few weeks these tiny pups will be left to fend for themselves. This is their story. One that will see them face the winter weather, each other, and amorous adults as we follow Britain's grey seals. Each winter, thousands of seals congregate on beaches up and down the country to give birth. Such as here at Horsey in Norfolk. Pregnant females, known as cows, arrive first, giving birth to a single pup a day after coming ashore. This pup, umbilical cord still attached, cannot be more than a few days old. Newborn pups have a white coat known as lanugo, which keeps them warm until they grow a thick layer of insulating fat called blubber. To do that, they need milk. A lot of milk. From their first feed, within 6 hours of being born, they will ideally suckle 6 times a day, every day, for 3 weeks. This behaviour, known as flippering, is assumed to encourage pups to feed. But it appears some haven't quite got the hang of it yet. Pups have just 3 weeks to triple in weight before being abandoned by their mothers. Fortunately, a cow's milk is 60% fat, allowing them to gain 2 kilograms a day. But this mother appears to be distracted. Looks like our pup needs a little more practice. Success. But they will have to learn fast if they are to make it to the open ocean. Occasionally, cows will return to the sea to rest, leaving their pups to fend for themselves until their return. Unable to swim and ungainly on land, there's little for the pups to do but wait. Fortunately, seals are inquisitive, playful creatures, so even something as simple as seaweed can be a source of amusement. Though not if the wind has anything to say about it. It might not look like much, but at least this rock won't blow away. And even better, it also doubles as a back scratcher. But seaweed and rocks aren't the only things washed up on beaches these days. Once weaned, this pup will have to teach itself what to eat and how to catch it before its energy stores run out. The sooner it learns plastic is not a plaything, the better. Fortunately, this pup has been distracted by something else, the return of its mother. But plastic is far from the only danger lurking on the beach. Males are on the move. Cows come into season soon after weaning their pups, and males, known as bulls, compete for territory amongst the females. Though it's not just other males they have to be careful of. Mating can take place in water or on land, where many other cows are still looking after their defenceless pups. They must always be on the alert. A standoff. And this cow and pup are caught right in the middle. His rival is not backing down. But fortunately for this pup, neither is its mother. Peace and quiet resumes. For now. The ruckus has awoken some of the beach's smaller residents. Like most pups, this youngster has only one thing on its mind. Its stomach. Looks like her pup will have to wait. The beach can be a dangerous place. Winter births mean enduring winter weather, including deadly storms. An adult's best defence is its thick blubber, but this pup has quite a way to go yet. Finally, she gives in. Pups can drink 2.5 litres of milk a day. Cows, meanwhile, stand to lose up to 65 kilograms looking after their young, almost the weight of the average human mother. The weeks spent on this beach will be some of the most important of this pup's life. The older pups, meanwhile, are getting restless. Seaweed and rocks will only keep you entertained for so long. There are literally hundreds of potential playmates around, but one big problem. Their mothers. Few can come anywhere near without being chased off. While his mother is distracted, this pup has other ideas. She notices just in time, but it won't be long before something else catches its interest. When cows return to the sea, they trust their pup not to wander off into danger. But it appears some didn't get the message. They had better make the most of it while they can. Cows are returning all the time. Either mother could be back any minute, and they don't take kindly to strangers. Further down the beach, a cow arrives, looking for her pup. false alarm, this time. But the cows have good reason to be worried about the safety of their pups. A bull is not only a formidable carnivore, but the largest wild animal to breed on British soil. A successful male may mate with over half a dozen cows. The rain hasn't dampened the spirits of this amorous couple. Until he tries getting a bit too amorous. Out in the water, this male isn't faring much better. Spotting an opportunity on land, he heads to the shore. But he's not the only one. His rival defeated, the victor heads back to claim his reward. A lack of space and privacy doesn't seem to be putting this couple off. The pup soon gets the hint. To the victor go the spoils. Common seals can swim within 12 hours of being born, but for grey seals things are a little different. Once weaned, they will molt their fluffy pale fur before heading into the North Atlantic. Abandoned by their parents, they must build up the courage to take the plunge. Some will have never been in the water before, let alone shown how to catch their own food. It is risky for a pup to leave its mother and its food supply to learn how to swim. The sea is much colder than the beach, and if they resurface further down the shore they could end up lost. So some mothers try and entice their pups to take to the water early. They will spend 2/3 of their lives at sea, so the sooner they learn, the better. But without waterproof fur like their parents, the pups are often less than keen. With a little encouragement, it's time to hit the waves. This pup still has a long way to go. And not a lot of time left to learn. The first pups at Horsey were born at the end of October. By early February, they were gone. Over 1,000 pups taking to the waves for the first time. But life isn't much easier in the water. They have around a month to perfect their hunting technique before their fat stores run out. Many do not make it. Only 40% survive their first year. In fact, there are fewer grey seals in the world than African elephants. But those that do survive, once mature, will return here and do it all again in one of our country's greatest wildlife spectacles. A true natural treasure of this wild isle. Britain's grey seals.